Well, hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday night. We are thrilled to pieces to be here. And I'm going to get right to the heart of the matter here, okay? I've got a beautiful guest with me. His name is Dr. Michael Gross. Why don't you say hello, Michael?
Hello, everyone. Greetings, salutations, and felicitations. What a greeting. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Michael. Every Thursday night, we do this at 7 o'clock to bring so much inspiring wisdom that you share with us. And we're truly, truly blessed that you offer your time to us. So, for those of you who are new, welcome. And for those of you who have been here before, invite your friends. And I'm going to go ahead and invite introduce Dr. Michael Gross, and then we'll get right to the message of the day, okay? Dr. Michael Gross he changed my life. The first day I met him, he woke up my soul. I had no idea that was going to happen. Let me tell you, shut the front door. That's been the most amazing experience that I've ever had. And a lot of things have happened prior to that I didn't understand. And with his work and with me, he's been mentoring me for several years now. And everything just keeps getting better. Life is so incredible. So thank you, Michael, for sharing your wisdom with me. You warm my heart. And for those of you who don't know Michael, I'm going to put his contact information in the comments. And I also encourage everyone to go to his website, drmichaelgross.com. So here we go. He's the author of The Spiritual Primer, Applying God's Transformational Laws to Reawaken Your Soul by Reconnecting to God, the True Source, to experience your true source's love, joy, and happiness. Michael's a spiritual teacher, a multidimensional healer, a transformational coach, as you can tell. And he is exceptionally skilled in many, many different aspects of soul, oversoul, vibrations, frequencies, body timing, life force energy, and the list goes on and on. He has clients all over the place around the world. It blows me away. He's got them in Korea and Canada and Australia, right? And even more. I think there's someone in Brazil as well, right? It's amazing what he does. He's incredibly skilled. He's got many, many degrees and doctorates, and I won't go into all of that. You can find that on his website, okay? But I'm thrilled to pieces that he takes the time to be here with us today. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to you, Michael. And just be sure that before we're done, you let everybody know about your upcoming workshop, okay?
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
everyone, for joining me. I appreciate it. It's this very auspicious time we're going through now, and there's so many changes. And as the subject says, the labyrinth of change. Everything is changing on this planet. Our feelings, our emotions. Some people are changing vocations. Some are feeling lost, angry, upset, frightened, and some are feeling a lot of angst, and they're feeling that their governments or countries are unfair, people are unfair, and there's so much judgmentalness going on. And what I see that's going on in this planet is a great split, a great divide. And with this great split and great divide, people are getting lost and stuck in the emotions. And the most important emotion one can ever bring forth to bring harmony and peace in their life is one: unconditional love. You probably heard me say that before. But really, what is unconditional love? What does it feel like? How do you experience it? It's kind of a special area of your life, kind of a area where you feel peace and where you feel happiness and you feel whole and complete. And actually, that's pretty much what happens when you go to sleep at night. When you go to sleep at night, you're at peace. Your soul begins to leave your body and does many things on multi-dimensional planes, or you would call levels. Some people call dimensions. I really call them planes or levels, because when you talk about dimensions, there's all kinds of thousands of dimensions. Just think about a fish looking up at you as it swims by, or a bug flies by, or the sun is shining. That's a different concept and dimension. So we are walking in different emotions every moment. We're sleeping in different emotions. We're feeling different emotions. And what is really happening? What is happening is the press, the governments, and the other souls are propagating fear. And that's the one thing we have to understand. So fear is, as you know, false evidence appearing real. And really, Do you really think you were here to suffer, here to have a hard time, to be in poverty, to live homeless, to be angry and upset, to lose all your possessions? I mean, really, you think that's why you're here? The answer is, unless you want to create it, which you can, it's really not meant to be this way. It is meant to be that we are, you are, all of us are the instrument of change and solution. How do you bring about change and solutions? Well, you can bring about it, say, things are not too cool around here. I'm going to make things happy and I want to bring a lot of love. Everybody, let's get together and manifest and dream love and change everybody's opinion. Well, that's really great. And it does work. However, for the huge majority of beautiful souls, they don't like change. Change is fearful. And the two thoughts, well, it could be great or it could be horrendous or problems. I'm willing to say that most of the souls on this planet, when they look at change, it's going to be problems. They're afraid of change. It could get worse. Like going into the frying pan, from the fire into the frying pan, or frying pan into the fire, whatever that saying is. That's what everybody's afraid of. That's my dog agreeing with me in the background. He's, tell him, Dad, tell him, Dad. So I'm telling all of you right now, you have the opportunity to be the instrument of change. And while you're here with the instrument of change, your job, your goal, and why you're here is to become change. And that is so important, because change means that there's everything that is possible. And everything that is possible is wonderful. And you have to understand it. Excuse me for the fun.
It's okay.
Hey, we're live, and now you know we're live. So please bear with me while I have a quick conversation with him.
You can see his paws. There he is. We can see him just a tiny bit, Michael. The other way. There you go. There you go. Oh, what a treat. He's so precious. He is so precious. Thank you for sharing him with us.
You're welcome. Everyone, here's what the most beautiful thing about animals. I digress for a minute. And here he is. He ran in to tell me there's somebody on the front yard. That's why he was barking. He's protecting me. And if you think about it, your animals are a gift from the true source and a gift for you, if you choose to have one. And they're working there to alert you, to take care of you. And they're the epitome of unconditional love. You can scream and yell at them, throw a piece of paper at them, whatever, but they'll still love you. And that's a lesson for us to learn, because that's where I'm going with this. And that is, we can choose to be stuck in the anxiety and fear and doubt and insecurities of this planet. However, remember, I said that was not your goal. That's not why you're here. You're here to bring a change, a positive change of love and joy and happiness. And how do you bring that about? Is your belief system. We go back to, and I'm going to mention it over again, faith, belief, and acceptance. Because you see, you have created your whole life and every experience to empower you, even though it may have been angry, hard, fearful, doubtful, difficult. But through every challenge in your life, you begin to have the ability to overcome the blocks in your life, the fears of your life, and walk that labyrinth of change. To you, and you want to say something?
I do. You're talking about how we all have a mission and goal here, and it's unconditional love that we need to be bringing into the world. But why is it? I understand that, and I think that's been my MO all my life as a little kid. But why is it that so many people are chasing what I call a false god of money and materiality? Do they not see the value of life?
That's a perfect question to ask. They think money buys freedom. Money gives them the chance to enjoy life. Money gives them the ability to travel and be anywhere. But you know something? Money doesn't really achieve that. It becomes a false god. And what happens is you don't want to lose money. You're afraid of losing money. So you become conservative. You hoard the money or whatever you do. Then, of course, there are others that share the money. And you, whatever you chose, you can be at any moment a trillionaire, any one of you listening to me, or any moment you can be homeless and live in poverty. It's not the circumstances that occur, it's what you desire to experience. And that's what's important. So when we talk about the labyrinth of change, do you want to go through your life of living in fear and doubt and afraid that the changes are going to be harmful? Or you're going to go through life having joy and happiness? I'd like to point to all of you. Take a moment every day and ask yourself to be relaxed and to become nothing. That's a real challenge. Ask to become nothing. And I'd like all of you in the following week that we're on, actually the following couple of weeks, to give me your explanations of what you experience when every day you sat there and tried to become nothing. I'm not going to tell you what you're going to experience, but I will tell you it's awesome and it's powerful in becoming nothing. But let you find that out. That's a little teaser. And I'm willing to bet maybe one of you listening, or maybe you'll forget about it or whatever. And if you forget about it, it's your ego. Your ego is afraid if you become nothing. I can't control you. I can't tell you what to do and bring up your fears. And it's much more than that. So the labyrinth of change talks about you, your thoughts, your emotions and energies now have the opportunity to change. Well, what do I want to change to? How about two words? Perfect life. That's it. Well, what is perfect? Why don't you find out? You know, as the chief said to me, to be in control is to be out of control. And everybody thinks about that for one go, what does that mean? It actually means that insistence creates resistance. So it's my way or the highway, and it doesn't work out. Oh, well, you created that. However, to be out of control is into control is to look at the opportunities. You walk through a door, I tried that. I think I'll try this store. And eventually you'll find something that brings you joy and peace. It was so interesting because in talking to my son and in talking to other people, they spent lots of money getting an education at college. And I'm willing to bet most of you, most including me, most of you, even my son, they are not using their college education for whatever it is, unless you're a doctor or a lawyer, and even some of those have changed. So it's so important for you to realize, spend all this money, you thought this is going to make you happy, and what happens? You're doing something else. Well, what does that tell you? It tells you that the change in your life, you are now in the flow of life. And perhaps whatever you chose was not that important for the rest of your life. For the rest of you that are doing whatever vocation that you went to college for, congratulations. But part of that change is that what really makes me happy. And I talk to a lot of younger people, and some of them don't want to go to college because it's too gosh darn expensive. And they don't want to be in debt for the rest of their lives. And others are unsure. There's so much for us to understand. You know, I have done over 1,000 weddings, no exaggeration. Anybody wants to take me up on it, I can prove it. And many of the fathers that were there, they told me they had gotten in trouble when they were a kid. And the judge gave them a choice: go to jail or join the Marine Corps or Army or Navy or whatever it was. And they said the military changed their lives and helped them to have a wonderful family. Well, what did they do? They set up a rigid example and a path for them to follow. So here we are floundering like a fish. Well, I want to go here. I want to go there. And you're in that labyrinth, not knowing which way to go, whether go upstream, downstream, left, right, up, in and out. You don't know what to do. And you're getting frustrated with life. But here's part of the other secret. Are you really spending time to become nothing spending time to listen to your thoughts of your soul. Well, how do I do that? Why don't you just close your eyes? And now you talk about the breath of enlightenment, inhale dream and exhale heaven. Just do that. That's all you need to do. Well, how's that going to work? Why don't you find out? Then I get people, well, I tried it for 2.5 milliseconds and nothing happened. Did you learn to drive your car immediately? Did you learn to ride your bike immediately? Or did you have to learn, go through the process of training? And process of that is retraining your mind to be in a very state of joy, happiness. And all you have to do is inhale dream and exhale heaven in quiet monkey mind. And every time you have a doubt, I got to get the laundry done. When is this going to be over? Oh, I'm in a hurry. I got to go chew gum. I got to run after the kids. Pick a time. And all you need to do is when that monkey mind comes up, keep inhaling dream and exhaling heaven. To you, what has that done for you?
Well, that's a really good question. When I first started meditating, I had a hard time uh, putting monkey mind to, into the corner. Stop the noise. And all I did was follow exactly what you said: dream heaven, dream heaven, dream heaven. And finally, my 5 minutes of meditation has now turned into an hour and a half, because when you get out there, you go into that, you always refer to it as leaving your body. Your soul leaves your body. And there's an incredible feeling that goes with that, and I just have to say this: when you did the mass consciousness healing last second Saturday of the month, there were people that were commenting on how amazing they felt. And I mean, that's that feeling of unconditional love that we're sharing with Mother Earth and bringing, together. So if we can just take that monkey mind that you call it and set it aside for a while, it can do so many different things for you, because the dream heavens will give us that chance to just be. I'm so grateful that you taught me that, because now I look forward to my meditations. I never know what I'm going to hear. And I've had some amazing messages coming through. So thank you.
Thank you. Many of the souls I'm so honored and pleased to work with will tell you similar stories about it. Most importantly is realizing that your essence, your vibrations, your frequencies, your DNA in our language is all part of the true source. You are every bit a part of the true source. And your soul is immortal. And your soul is just going to school here on this planet, learning new things, but you're also working on your mission and goal. And working on your mission and goal is to be an instrument of change, of unconditional love, and to change this planet. This planet originally was supposed to be a place of R&R. That's what it was. And what happened was so many things, different things happened, including the extraterrestrial, which you're going to learn about in the years to come, about our origins. But I don't want to debate that right now. Pique your interest, but really don't want to go into it deeply. Except as if you look around the world, why so many people look different? In other words, we look different than the people in Africa. People in South America, the indigenous people look different. Asia, so on and so forth. That's a little hint. But most importantly, remember that your vibrations, your frequency is the same of the true source, which is unconditional love. Once you embrace unconditional love, you see the compassion in everybody who are struggling, who can't find themselves, who are trying to find harmony and balance. Not to knock the psychologists, they do great work. But really, a lot of their information comes out of a book. And I've had friends that are psychologists, and they do great work. But I had one where they said, he could be a narcissist, or he could have multiple personalities, and on and on and on. I looked at him and I said, he's 18 years old. It's puppy love. He fell in love with this girl. He can't stop talking to her, can't stop thinking about her. But they thought it was a voracious appetite of insecurities, on and on and on and on. Well, that's probably some of the things he's demonstrating, but it's puppy love, period. Everybody watching this had puppy love, and then we're all hurt, we're lost, we cry, whatever we went through. So sometimes when we get with certain professional people, they don't look at the basics of life. And the basics of life is for you to remember that you are here to make a difference, bring about love and joy and happiness. So think about that. Summing it up, inhale, dream, exhale, heaven. Ask to become nothing, zero. And let's have some fun over the next couple of weeks, and please fill me in what you discover. At this point, we're running a little out of time, so I'd like to share this with everyone. And that is in the month of April, this is 2025, April 4th, 5th, and 6th, I'm doing the manifestation, the 12 protocols of manifestation. This is the third year that I've been teaching it. 99.9% of the people that take it change their life and are manifesting whatever they so desire. And I usually do a reunion. And finally, from last year's reunion, they go, how's it going? Everything's going great. Need any help? Nope, it's going well. We don't need any help. It's going well. And that's my gift to you, which is actually the true source's gift for you to create the life, your perfect life, not money, not health, not perfect relationships, none of that. It's your perfect life. Well, if it's not that, what is it? It's all of that. Love, joy, happiness, prosperity, abundance, perfect health, the love of your life, people understanding you, and just stopping and smelling the roses and enjoying the simple things of life. I'm reminded when children are growing up, and my daughter had written me, she had all these toys for her 4-year-old son. And he used to go into the cabinet, take out a pot, and take a little spoon and bang on it. He got more fun than that, than all the toys. Simplicity. Remember, make it simple. So, in talking to all of you, you'll find that information on the 12 manifestation protocols. Remember, when you're created your life and you're creating it 24/7, no matter what you are now, what if you can recreate your life to bring joy and happiness and remove all the doubts and fears and insecurities? See, by the age of 7, you're pre-programmed to think a certain way, and then you spend the rest of your life changing the thinking. So bear that in mind. Also, we'd like to talk to all of you about every Tuesday evening from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. We have what we call Soul Awakening. And that's when you call in, and we'll give you that information. You ask any question you so desire. Hopefully, I can answer it. And then after that, leave a 10-minute message. There are probably 360 or 365 messages. And they're 10 minutes long, with an exception of a couple of them. And I want to share all this with you. Even if you're spiritual, even if you know it, maybe you've forgotten it. There's so many things I've done in my life, I've forgotten it. And yet I have to be reminded of it. And either sometimes my students will remind me, my clients, or the true source. So just be open to that. Tio, give them information how they can attend the Soul Awakening. It's on freeconferencecall.com, so you can come in your pajamas or your sweatsuit. Who's going to know?
You just grab your cell phone and you dial this number. It's 202-926-1059. And the access code, Michael?
125-446-pound.
One more time. That number on Tuesday night is 202-926-1059. And the code, Michael?
125-446-pound. So I encourage all of you to be part of this. What is your cost? Just a little, about an hour. What can happen? You might learn something that'll change your life. Might will empower you. So think about that. Also using the same telephone number, the same process, the same concept. The second Saturday of every month, I do what is called the Mass Consciousness. And that's a healing from Mother Earth that we were just talking about. And that starts from 9:55 a.m. Pacific time to 11:01 Pacific time. First 4 or 5 minutes, we chat, we get to know each other, we laugh, and then the process begins. So if you tune in late and you hear silence, it's because we are now doing the work. I'll know who it is. I'll see your body and help you participate in it. You actually become a conduit of the true source of unconditional love and shower the animal, mineral, vegetable kingdom and Mother Earth with that love. It's an amazing feeling. To you, just reiterate again the same telephone numbers.
Absolutely. The number is 202-926-1059. And the access code, Michael?
125446 #, same as
Mark it on
before.
your calendar.
Yes, please. All right. Now, another thing I'd like to talk to you about is that every Thursday, as you know, to you and I are here. We do the podcast. It's the words of wisdom to empower you. And please share this and go to YouTube because you can see the replays on YouTube and push that subscribe button. What happens is they have an algorithm and all this stuff, and it gets my message out there. The message is to change the planet out of chaos into joy, happiness, and love, the perfect life. You know, it's so important for us to realize this because you understand from this moment forth, you were created out of love, by love, from love, and with love. I don't care how your parents hated each other, however, you began to become pregnant, whatever happened, even if you had a relationship and it broke up. At that moment, that the soul, I should say, the fetus is conceived, it's the energy of love that creates the soul. P.S. It's the energy of love that holds your body together. It's the glue. And when a person goes through the birthing out process, they begin to deteriorate. Why? Because the love energy is no longer coming into the body. It is time for the body to rest. And believe it or not, if you were to take the ashes or bury them in a casket, and a month later you walk near that area, you will feel an incredible vibration, which is love. No matter what their personality is, the way the person is, they were pure love. So I'd like to share that with you. Yes.
I do have a question. Would you like me to give the recording number as well?
Yes.
Okay. On Michael's Tuesday night call, he always does a 10-minute message, and he's got over, I don't know, 365 or more. And there's a recording number that's specifically different than the one on Tuesday night. So that number is 434-300-4170. And the access code, Michael?
125446 #. Same code to get into that. So please
Right.
listen to those messages. Let it change your life. What have you
When,
got to lose? If you're too busy, then it means you are missing out. I also offer a complimentary session. In a complimentary session, it's about a half an hour long. Sometimes it may last a little longer. For those who are new and have just tuned in to us, please take a moment and take me up on my offer. The information is there. You can see it. And I assure you, I'm not going to sell you anything. All I will say, if I can help you, let me know. That's my sales pitch. That's it. What is it? 3-4 seconds long? And that's all there is. Because if you desire not to, I love you. You're not ready, or maybe there's someone else that interests you more, whatever it may be. Just think about that. Also, all of you, remember that you are unlimited. So I challenge all of you to look in the mirror every night, close the door so they don't think you're nuts, and say your first name, XYZ. You are unlimited. Just do that. And watch your life after 90 days change, maybe in one day change, and then forget to do it, and then see what happens the next day. So I share this information because I love you all, care about all of you, and I desire to see all of you become successful.
and one more thing I'd like to add while Michael's digging around.
Yes.
If you go to Michael's YouTube channel, we've been doing these lives now for over 3 years, and all of them are in his Dr. Michael B. Gross on YouTube, okay? So you'll be able to see all of them. They're about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, right, Michael?
Yes.
Tag, you're it.
Yeah. You know, everybody, I'm looking for Tio's book. Tio, would you take your book and we'll reverse?
Absolutely. Hang on. I grab one from here.
Yep.
All right. Have you got your book handy, Michael?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, we'll just do it differently then. Okay. Here's my book, Michael. You speak.
So this book, Healing the Holes in Your Soul, is about a story of a woman who went into the labyrinth of fear, doubt, anxiety, pain, feeling lower than I would say a pregnant snake, which is pretty low, and coming out like the mythological bird, the phoenix, and reborn and rebirth. And this is a book about finding yourself and changing your direction in life and bringing love and joy and happiness. She went through experiences that is very hard for her to share, but it's inspiring. And I recommend all of you to take a look at that book, understand that book, purchase it, because it's an inspirational book. Size, I know the guy that wrote the forward on it, so, you know, he's a pretty cool guy. So thank you, everyone.
All right, Michael, you're get.
I want to share this called The Spiritual Primer.
My turn.
Yes.
It's my turn, Michael. This amazing book, written by Dr. Michael Gross, who wrote the foreword in this book. He's an incredible author. He's an incredible coach. He's an incredible speaker. He will wake up parts of you that you didn't know you had. And I don't mean in that weird way. I mean, from your heart and your soul, you're going to see and feel and experience stuff in your life that you've had no idea was even possible. When he says that you are unlimited, I kid you not, we really truly are. The things that have happened to me since I met Michael and put my hands on his book, he changed my life. Absolutely. I highly, highly recommend that. Had he not come to me or met me halfway, we met at a restaurant halfway between our homes, and he gave me that book, has coached me for over 5 years now. And I thought, okay, well, I'll know everything in a year, right? Your spiritual journey is a lifelong journey. It's not an end destination. It's what you experience the rest of your life. And had it not been for the man and the book in his hand, the book that I wrote, this one here, would not even be in existence. So I highly recommend everybody get in touch with Michael for his complimentary consultation, because he is well worth your time. He has so much to offer, and he's so gosh darn humble and so unconditionally loving. Thank you, Michael, for gracing my life and blessing me with yours.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Everyone, I wish you a happy day, a happy time. And we're coming up to St. Patty's Day. No matter when you're watching this, St. Patty's Day is the day for joy and happiness and the celebration of life. And it's honoring all the people who are Irish or pseudo-Irish, because on that day, we all want to be Irish, to celebrate joy and happiness. And all of you deserve a life of joy and happiness. So thank you for letting us come into your life. Thank you for letting us share these beautiful things. And remember, you are unlimited. Namaste. We love you all. Take care.
We love you.